The cross, as the symbol of Christianity, was adopted at the end of the life of Jesus Christ. Peace be unto him. What was the symbol of Christianity while he was alive? You're welcome to sections 11 of chapter 16 of the Holy Quran. And section 11 begins with sign 77. وَلِلَّهِ قَلْبُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. To God belongeth the unseen gable, the unseen gable of the heavens and the earth, samawat wal ardi. وما أمر ساعة إلا كلمه بصر إلا كلمه بصر. And the matter of the hour of judgment is as the twinkling of an eye. Oh my God. And the matter of the hour of judgment is as the twinkling of an eye. Of judgment is in brackets. We leave the brackets, we read. And the matter of the hour is as the twinkling of an eye. وما أمر ساعة إلا كلمه البصر كلمه البصر, twinkle of an eye. كلمه البصر, twinkle of an eye. أو هو أقرب, or even quicker than the twinkle of an eye. أو أقرب, or quicker than the twinkle of an eye. Let me try to do it quicker than this. You can imagine there at once, Baghdatan, at once. That's the hour. Let's see. Allahu Akbar. Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. For God hath power over all things. Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. God has power over all things. Commentaries 2110 and 2111. 2110 first. The key to all things, dash or hyphen, the key to all things, dash, not only those which we set and understand, but those which we do not see. Pardon me. The key to all things, dash, not only those which we see and understand, but those which we do not see or of which we have no idea, dash, is with God. Full stop. No, comma. Whose knowledge and power are supreme. Whose knowledge and power are supreme. Pardon me. Whose knowledge and power are supreme. Okay, that's it. Now we go to 2111. 2111, and it's against the hour. 211. Lures of this world. Lures, L-U-R-E-S. Lures of this world and its fleeting pleasures often make man forget that the hereafter is as eminent reality. Many of those who claim to believe in the life to come, many of those who claim to believe in the life to come act and behave as if it belonged to a distant future and had no relevance to their present activities and mode of living. Yes, even I sometimes believe it. Oh, the hour is far away. Of course, I won't be wrong, or we won't be wrong, because man's life is so short. Mm. We always believe that the hour will come after we have died and gone. Mm. But it's not certain. Only God knows it. Mm. Okay. And have no relevance to their present activities and mode of living, full stop. The Quran repeatedly reminds man that the hour of reckoning is not a distant possibility, but very close to man and could come to pass any moment in a certain, what do you call, atia. It is come to pass at any moment, full stop. The wisest course for man, therefore, is to be always alert and watchful and steer clear of all forms of sin and impurity. For when the promised hour comes, it will come all of a sudden, bagdatan, and without any prior notice. So let's steer clear of all forms of sin and impurity. Steer is spelled Steer. See also chapter 10, Psalm 45, and then chapter 30, Psalm 55, and then XLV, that is to my knowledge 85, to my knowledge 95, Psalm 35, XLV, in case I'm mistaken, XLV 95. And that is the second commentary to Psalm 77. We now go to Psalm 78, which has one commentary. وهو أخرجكم من بطونكم أمهات أمهات أمهاتكم وهو أخرجكم من البطون من البطون أمهاتكم. It is He who brought you forth from the wombs, من بطون أمهاتكم, من بطون أمهاتكم. لا يعلمون. Let's see. أمهاتكم. Yes. لا يعلمون شيئا. لا يعلمون شيئا of your mothers when you knew nothing. From the wombs of your mothers, ummahatukum, min butuni ummahatukum, butuni wombs, ummahatukum, your mothers, butuni wombs, ummahatukum, mothers. When ye knew not, la ya'lamun shay'an. وجعل لكم السمع والبصر والسمع والبصر وجعل لكم السمع wal wal absaru, sorry, wajalhum al asam'a wal absaru, and he gave you hearing and sight, asam'a wal absaru, mm, uh, wa afidata wa afidata, uh, and intelligence, wa afidata, intelligence and affections, intelligence and affections, wal afidata, la'allakum tashkurun, la'allakum tashkurun, that ye may give thanks, into brackets, to God, la'allakum tashkurun, that we may give thanks, into brackets, to God's. 2112 commentary. Literally hearts afidatum, literally hearts afidatum, which are considered the centers of affections. This, I believe this is a repetition, we did it before, which are considered the centers of affection. And in Arabic idiom of intelligence also, in Arabic idiom of intelligence also. We should therefore give thanks to God, not to imaginary deities or powers or forces. That's commentary 2112 to sign 78. We're now going to sign 79. أَوْلَمْ يَرَوْا إِلَى تَيْرِ مُسَّحَرَاتِ أَلَمْ يَرَوْا إِلَى تَيْرِ أَلَمْ يَرَوْا إِلَى تَيْرِ مُسَّحَرَاتِ في جو في جو سماء. Do they not look at the birds held poised in the midst of the air? في جو سماء ما يمسكن إلا الله ما يمسكهن إلا الله. The midst of the air and the sky, the air in brackets, the air and in brackets, the air and sky. Nothing holds them up but the power of God. Ma yamsukuhunna illa Allahu. Ma yamsukuhunna illa Allahu. Nothing holds them up but the power of God. The power of is in brackets. Inna fi zalika la ayatin liqawmin yu'minun. Sorry, liqawmin yu'minun. Inna fi zalika la ayatin liqawmin yu'minun. Verily in this are signs, ayatun, the signs that we are reading, for those who believe, liqawmin yu'minun. 2113 is the commentary. All the wonderful things in creation are due to the artistry power and wisdom of God. Such is the flight of birds. Such is the flight of birds in mid-air. So also are the inventions and discoveries due to man's intelligence, which we come to the world without. When you are a child, you have no intelligence. He makes it to develop to a maximum point, and then he makes it to decline. You come out and say you have no intelligence. In fact, you are a possession. Then the intelligence is coming. Then it gets to a maximum. You make inventions. You do whatever you want. Then it starts declining again. Mm. Uh, s- so also are the inventions and discoveries due to man's intelligence. Yes, due to man's intelligence. In the next verse, for man's intelligence is a gift direct from God. So let's go to the next verse. And that was comment to 2113 to sign 79 or verse 79. We now go to the next verse or sign 18. Wallahu ja'ala lakum min buyutikum sakanan. Wallahu ja'ala lakum min buyutikum sakanan. It is God who made your habitations homes, homes of rest and quiet. Sakanan buyutukum, habitations, homes. Who made your habitations homes of rest and quiet. Sakanan. وَجَعَلَ لَكُم مِّن جُلُودِ الْأَنْعَامِ وَجَعَلَ لَكُم مِّن جُلُودِ الْأَنْعَامِ بِيُوتًا out of the skins of animals, tents for dwellings. Tents for is in brackets. Out of the skins of animals, tents for dwellings. Min buyutu wa min julud buyutun. Skins. Min julud and army. From the skins of animals, tents of dwellings. Buyutan, tasta, buyutan, tents for dwelling. Tasta, hifuna wa tastahi, tastahif, funaha yomal tanikum, yomal zanikum, which ye find so light and handy, which you find so light and so light and into brackets and handy, which you find so light. That's I omit the bracket and it reads, which you find so light. Tastahifunaha yomal zonakum. Yomal zonakum. ويوم إفامتكم ويوم إفاتكم dwellings, which you find so light and handy when you travel and when you stop in your travels. When you travel and when you stop in your travel. يوم تأنكم ويوم إقامتكم. ومن أصوافها أصوافها, and out of their wool. ومن أصوافها وأوبارها and out of their wool and their soft fibers, as were fiha وأوبارها وأشعارها وأشعارها آه، أثاثا uh, um, and there are soft fibers into brackets between wool and hair. There are soft fibers between wool and hair. Mm? And their hair mm? uh, وأوبارها وأشعارها أثاثا ومتاعا إلى حين ومتاعا إلى حين and their hair rich stuff and articles of convenience to serve you for a time. To serve you for a time. Ilahin. To serve you is in brackets. To serve you for a time. Ilahin. Commentary 2114 and 21 and also 2115. Both and also there are three in fold. The commentary is threefold: 2114, 2115, and 2116. 2114 is against quiet, as place of rest, quiet. 2115 is against travel, and 2116 is against fibers. Let's go to 2114. Man's social, intellectual, and spiritual gifts make of his permanent dwellings. Man's social, intellectual, and spiritual gifts make of his permanent dwellings homes of rest and quiet, of refinement, and the purer affections which are the types in this early life, of the highest spiritual good, the love of God, full stop. The pure home thus becomes the type of the highest spiritual destiny of man, full stop. And these capacities in man are the gifts of God. 2115. 2115 is against what? 2115. Travels. 2115. When man travels, he wants temporary dwellings, tents, which he can make of the skins of animals or of the fabrics of vegetables, of vegetable fibers, similar to the skins of animals. These tents are easy to carry when moving and easy to pitch during the horse. We never think of these materials. We never think of where these materials come from. They come from natural things created by God, whether metal or leather or uh, any inanimate thing at all, to pitch during halls. 2116, SAF is against the word fibers, which is SAF, fibers, which is SAF, wool, soft fibers, and wool. Let's see. So 2116, SAF, wool is what we get from sheep. Wool, WOOL, is what we get from sheep. Shar, hair, Shar, hair. So shar refers to hair. Is what we get from goods or similar animals. We wear these things in comfort during winter and cold weather. So we don't know where they come from. Some of us mm, uh, from goods and animals for weaving into fabrics. Full stop. Wabar, wabar, wabar. We read it. Wabar is the soft camel's hair, of which also fabrics are woven. Mm, Semicolon. They may be considered intermediate between the other two. Semicolon. By extensions and analogy, the term may be applied to furs, F-U-R-S, to furs and such things, by way of illustrations. By way of illustrations. Can I see this wabar? 2116. Yes, it's there. Wa aubari, wa aubari, camel's hair. Wa aubari is there, camel's hair. Then we now go to sign 2117 to the commentary 2117 to the same sign 80. 2117. All such articles of refined luxury and useful articles of comfort and convenience only last for a while, ilahin, only act for a while, ilahin. But they must be considered as God's gifts. They must be considered as God's gifts. Only last for a while. Even man's life acts for a while. You can stay 100 years, 200 years, that's a while in God's spiritual world. And that was commentary to the last commentary to sign 80, and that's 117. We now go to sign 81. We now go to sign 81. Wallahu ja'alakum mimma halaka zilalan. Wallahu ja'alahum mimma halaka zilalan. It is God who made out of things he created. It is God who made out of the things he created. Some things give you shade, zilalan. Some things give you shade, zilalan. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ مِنَ الْجِبَالِ أَكْنَانًا. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ مِنَ الْجِبَالِ أَكْنَانًا. And of hills he made some for your shelter, and of hills, jibali, he made some for your shelter. Aknanan. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ سِرَابِلَ. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ سِرَابِلَ. And he made garments to protect you. And he made for you garments to protect you. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ, where is it? وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ سَرَابِيلَ. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ سَرَابِيلَ تَكِيكُمْ. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ سَرَابِيلَ تَكِيكُمْ بِالْأَسْكُنْ. sakikum bisakum sakikum bisakum. Sakikum bisakum. And made for you garments to protect you. To protect you from heat. وَجَعَلْ لَكُمْ سَبَابِيلَ تَقِيكًا بِأَسْبِسَكُمْ. Garments to protect you from heat, and coats of mail to protect you from your mutual violence. Coats of mail to protect you from your, into brackets, mutual is in brackets, from your mutual violence. From your mutual violence. بأساكم بأساكم. Then كذلك يتم فذلك يتم نعمة عليكم فذلك يتم نعمة عليكم لعلكم تسلمون. Thus does he complete his favors on you, that ye may surrender to the will, that ye may surrender to his will, into brackets in Islam, that you may surrender to his will, into brackets in Islam. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُسْلِمُونَ, to surrender to his will in Islam. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُسْلِمُونَ. Commentaries 2118 and 2119, 2118, 2119, and 2120. All will go to sign 81. Let's go there. 2118. 2118. For example, trees, gardens, and roofs. Yes, trees, gardens, and roofs of houses also form another point of view. And houses also from another point of view, the fact that the sun's rays at various times and in various parts of the earth come obliquely, thus causing shadow along with sunshine. Full stop. In the hills, there are caves and grottos. There are caves and grottos. Grottos is spelled Grottoes. Pardon me if I haven't called it rightly. And that's commented 2118 against shade. 2119 is against coats of mail to protect you from mutual violence. 2119. Our clothes protect us from heat and cold, just as our armor protects us from the hurt which we might otherwise receive in battle. Now we go to 2120. Why don't we surrender to his will? 2120. All these blessings, which are both a physical and by promoting the good of man, a spiritual purpose. This is in brackets. Physical and then in brackets by promoting the good of man's, bracket close, the good of man, a spiritual purpose, should teach us to rely to God, should teach us, to teach us to rally to God, pardon me, should teach us to rally to God and tune our will with His universe. Mm, That's Islamun. And to tune our will with His universe, or with His universal will, and to tune our will with His universal will, which is another name for Islam, which is another name for Islam. La'allakum tuslimun. La'allakum tuslimun. Islam. And that's the third commentary to sign 81. Now we now go to sign 82. We now go to sign 82. Mm? Sign 82. فَإِن تَوَلُّوا فَإِنَّمَا عَلَيْكَ الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ وَإِن تَوَلُّوا إِنَّمَا عَلَيْكَ الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. But if they turn away, thy duty is only to preach the clear message. Balagul Mubin. This is directly to the Prophet of Islam, Al-Mustafa Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. God says, if they turn away, thy duty, your duty, your duty is only to preach the clear message. There's no commentary to that. We now go to the last sign, which is 83 of section 11 of chapter 16 of the Holy Quran. So, sign 83. يعرفون نعمة الله يعرفون من نعمة الله ثم ينكرونها. They recognize the favors of God, then they deny them. They recognize the favors of God, then they deny them. يعرفون نعمة الله ثم ينكرونها. They deny them. وأكثرهم الكافرون. وأكثرهم الكافرون. And most of them, أكثرهم, are creatures ungrateful. Al-Kafirun. And most of them are ungrateful. Creatures is in brackets. And most of them are ungrateful. With the brackets, most of them are creatures ungrateful. And that's the sign, that's the end of sign 83. We're now left with the commentary to read, and that is commentary 2121. Arafah. Arafah is distinguished from Alima. These two words are in Arabic, Arafah, Alima. And they say Arafah, the commentator is telling us that Arafah is distinguished from Alima. It's applying a specific discernment, applying a specific discernment into brackets or recognition of various qualities and uses. All mankind recognized the value of the blessings they enjoy, but in forgetting or disobeying their altar, the wicked show gross ingratitude. The wicked show gross ingratitude, semicolon. For in practice, they deny their obligation to him for those blessings. And what is that obligation? To submit to his will. to stand straight, bow, kneel down, and prostrate to Him. I believe that's what this commentary is telling us. Viewers, we shall end here at sign 83 of section 11 of chapter 16 of the Holy Quran. When we come back next time, we shall go to section 12, which begins with sign 84. I salute all my viewers again, and may God be with you all. I pray for you. Please pray for me. Life is very short. Ilahina. We've just read it. Very, very short. Mhm. I look back and I see my childhood days, and it's just like yesterday. Mm. He will lift us to Him, but not in the manner He did Jesus Christ. We will die and be buried before we are woken again. Jesus alayhi salam was taken up straight to Him. Thank you very much. Ilalaka, bye bye, au revoir. May God be with you all. Pray for me too.